Running Springs calling. Running Springs calling.
5, 4, 3, 2.
And the philosophy behind is, as an artist, you have to create something new.
So if you can follow me, I'm just going to talk the way I talk, and fuck you if you don't understand it.
Okay, so just for today, well, not just for today, for this weekend, I'm going to be logged on to Skype. Anybody that feels like chatting me up or whatever, we can bullshit, we can do whatever, we can talk about whatever, hey, just anybody that wants to hit me up on Skype. My screen name, of course, is Live Rockstar. And so, so if you feel like talking, we can talk about whatever. If you're some crazy weird person, I'm going to go crazy on you and send lots of black magic and all kinds of weird shit at you. So, Darian Ryder, you stay the fuck away from me, you freakazoid, and all you other weirdos. So anyways, right after I finish this video, I am going to do the Jing Master, just my ideas of doing this communal Jing Master thing. So this video, it will come up first, and then when I finish the other video in the drop down box, and this is going to be really a short video. So, what else? I went to LA yesterday. Oh, and also I uploaded a video yesterday that I had to get rid of because I fucked with it so much that it was a piece of shit. So yeah, some amazing stuff yesterday. I was just gonna chill out at home for my birthday, and I didn't want to do anything special. I just wanted to, the special thing I wanted to do was I wanted to have a perfect day of how I would be here by myself. And then so my friend Chris called me from LA, who has been in videos a couple years back, or not maybe quite a couple years yet, but I drove out and I just said, you know what, I just want to hang out with you all day. Well, the right brain weirdo, me, arrived 3 hours late, and of course my beautiful friend Chris is so understanding. Got there at 5 plus, and this whole parallel universe thing, traffic should have been so bad. I detoured on a parallel universe and got there in record time. Friday, 2 o'clock on, headed to LA, nightmare. So if you have this ability, you just go, I want to go a different way where there's no traffic, and you just, another dimension, and you, of course your friend could live in the parallel universe also. Yes, so we just hung out and talked, and geez, it's interesting when you really want to grow. because people come to you and just, me and Chris are pretty much on the same page. He's 25, he's a quarter century younger than me. And I love the energy of young men, young people, but especially young boys. Has nothing to do with me being gay. Well, maybe a little. But Chris is like really awesome because he's a really, really, really old soul. He's only 24 years old, and I just, we've been friends a while. He's one of the steady people that comes up here to get water. And boy, we are completely on the same path, completely. We talked and talked and talked and talked in his bedroom, and he lives in this beautiful part of LA that I just love. It, more or less the Hollywood Hills kind of thing off of Cahuenga there, and it was just, what I love about LA. Of course, I don't want to stay there very long because then all the Matrix and the EMF and all the starts getting me. Yeah, and so then we went to, and we were both sort of juice fasting, and I've done a lot of fasting and stuff. He hasn't done so much detoxing stuff. He's been blended fasting, and I've been on and off. But what I find really cleans out the colon is that when you sort of juice, especially just juice, don't do any fiber, and just get everything kind of loosened up, and then eat a really good meal, and not too far after that, you'll take a big, huge dump. No, not a big meal, but just eat something solid, because then that it just somehow just like kind of comes through. And sometimes your poop, yeah, we're going to talk about, is the shape of the the squeezy things in the intestines that makes the they're, I forget what they're called. So we went to Sunpower Cafe, which anybody that needs a recommendation of Los Angeles, there's some expensive raw food places out there. We both had a lovely mushroom soup, cremini mushrooms with cashews, and seemed like quite a bit of salt, which I liked. And I had their lettuce tacos, yummy. And Christopher had their super nachos, which are jicama with lots and lots of stuff in there, all raw. And then, so we got kicked out of the restaurant because they were closed at 10 o'clock, and I went back to Chris's, and we talked and talked and talked and talked and talked, and we happened to drift over towards the computer to look at something, and I was like, 2 in the morning! Got to sleep on my magnetic bed, 100 miles an hour back home. Oh, but of course, let's not forget that as soon as I got away from Chris's on the 101 fucking freeway at 3 in the morning, traffic. So it was really blessed, really blessed to like have that with Chris. And I love you, Chris, and I love all the stuff that we talked about, and wow, and it's just like, you want to get well, and don't pick and choose. So many things that can help you. Maybe some friend that was like, if they're on the same trip with you, look how I've changed. You maybe like can all of a sudden get a lot. Amazing time that we're living in. Song of the day. This is just a little video, an interim kind of thing. Of course, we have to have a little song of the day, so all I'm trying to say is we're going to do something really weird on this one with the song of the day. We're going to go right back to the orb. Oh. So you always hear this spacey, nice music from Keith and this happy stuff, and what you probably don't know is that I also like punk rock, but not just any. The stuff that I had in my youth. And for me, it is very funny because I saw a lot of the great innovative Los Angeles bands in in their glory days. And for me, it's funny to see all the kids of today. It is so fucking 30 years ago, punk rock. To see some 17-year-old with a circle jerks or a germs. So, hey, so I'm hooking you up with a good song here that's some great punk rock from the early days. It's very political. It's called The Germs. The song of the day is Land of Treason. Don't be thinking we're going to go here for a long, long time, because we're going to be right back to the orb and all the space out shit right after this, okay? So the song is Land of Treason by The Germs. And of course, punk rock would be completely useless without the lyrics. And so I have included the lyrics. But see, the funny thing is I had the original vinyl on this, and everybody that I look to see the lyrics, it's not the right lyrics. So follow along. The song is great. I love this guy, the singer, Darby Crash. He was a great poet. I was in love with him. And I was telling all my friends that he's the Jim Morrison of punk rock, and they were all like, that's blasphemous! Nobody's as good as Jim Morrison. Well, in hindsight, people are now saying that Darby Crash was the Jim Morrison of punk rock, and he's actually much, much better, because when you look at Jim Morrison, you realize that it's just a bunch of stupid shit that some drunk-ass motherfucker wrote, thinking that it sounded cool, and if you're fucking just... It wasn't cool. This shit's cool. So in the drop-down box is the link and the lyrics. It's only 2 minutes long. Just expand your consciousness and you will be so happy.